Welcome to Crypto Talk Now with Max and Larry. This is your show. This is the Max and Larry show. This is the big show. We're striving for crypto broadcast excellence, and we are going to be adding more and more content. Right now, we are all a bit tired. Everybody working associated with the show is very exhausted because we've been working around the clock on 2 or 3 hours of sleep. I'm working on projects outside the show to get the technology down pat. Everything from thumbnails to broadcast things, software being brought on board and onboarding, and us all learning how to get this thing really into a great network. So great crypto network. So how are you doing today, Max, other than being tired?
I'm doing well. I'm just, like yourself, pretty tired for whatever reason today. So one of those things.
Okay. So we're going to do something special for you guys. So we're doing the Max and Larry show on the weekends here today, 3 o'clock, and then also tomorrow, 3 o'clock on Father's Day, because we are part of your family here. So what we're going to do is we're going to also do as a trial. We normally don't do the Max and Larry show on Saturdays and Sundays at night. We're going to try it tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and see how it works out, because we might switch the format. We might go 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night, and then we'll just have Crypto Talk Now live. Sometimes Max can join us. It'll be 7 days a week, 3 p.m. So you'll have 2 shows 7 days a week, basically. You'll see us every day, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then every day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with other guests and all kinds of fun stuff. So, Max, the market is melting down right now. As we wait for people to come in, we're going to recognize comments very, very soon. But, Max, we're back to another sea of green today. Your thoughts on what is going on? Are we close to the bottom at this point?
You would think we're close to the bottom, but actually, the way things are right now, the bottom has another bottom. And how do we know that? We look basically like at Bitcoin currently speaking. Bitcoin shows that it has not only dropped below that 20,000 mark last night, dropped down below the 19,000 mark. Yeah, and at the 18,000 mark right now. So it's just crazy. And on top of that, we made that video, Ethereum to 850. Currently speaking, it's at 942. So, that's looking realistic. That article about it bottoming out at 850, they have, some things basically in the article that outlines the reasons for it, more than just a prediction, but more like here's some evidence showing that it could, look like it's going to hit that level. So as far as that being the bottom, I think that's going to be the bottom, but we'd like to hear what you guys think. Do you think Ethereum is going to hit rock bottom at 850, or do you have some kind of news source or evidence to show some other type of analysis? So back to you, Larry.
Thanks. Yeah, let's pause for a second and welcome everyone like we promised that we always do. Welcome to the Jin. He says, what's up, everyone in the chat? How is your Saturday going? Thank you so much for being the number one, the first, the numero uno guest here today. And you're not really a guest because you're part of the family and OG, the Jin. Congratulations. You won absolutely nothing, but you will in the future. Okay. The Jin, Larry, Max, and Patches. How are you feeling today? We're feeling exhausted. Even Patches is tired. His medication is making him tired because he has that sore ear. What he does is he gets the ear infection. He digs at his ear and it becomes even worse, but he is being well taken care of. Right now, Johan is still remodeling the studio on the other side. He is changing again to make it better, the screen, and Patches will be joining us soon. He's working on the green screen right now again. Okay, thank you, Ricky. Welcome. Hello, Jin. I thought I'd be first. Laugh out loud. Well, he beat you to it. Hey, guys, there should be 50 people waiting for us to start here. You guys need to get here early because at some point, whoever's like the top one, whoever's the first comment and probably some other comments, we'll do like fun games like who's comment number 7 or comment number 42. You might win something. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe, maybe not. I don't even know if we'll do giveaways, but we'll see. All right, Ricky, been watching the Bitcoin meltdown. Yeah. Okay, so I feel bad for all those that are losing money in Bitcoin, right? I'm not a trader, so I'm just hanging on. I'm not worried about it, to be honest, but I know that people are heavily invested. Millions of dollars are being lost and stuff like that. So I do, my heart goes out to those people. But at the same time, I hate to say, see, I told you so, but see, I told you so. When they said the other day it wasn't going below 30,000, I said they were dead wrong. It's going to go below 30, and they went below that day, 30. Then I said the other day it's heading in the short term to 22,000. What happened? A couple days later, it went to 22,000. Then I said it's going to break below. Yesterday, I was alluding to the fact it's probably going to break below 20,000, right? And guess what happened? Where is it at right now? It broke below 20,000. So I'm basing this all on facts and data. You can't just stare at charts all day, guys. There's macro economics involved. There's macro, a bit of microeconomics if you want to consider that to be just a crypto market. But look, this follows the basic overall economy. Let's say a little bit here. Ricky, been talking to Michael Cornwell on chats and learning a lot. Ricky, I hit the like button on the way in. Thank you for that. We have another mod coming. We didn't talk to our mods specifically about the weekends. I think that, they're a little bit thrown off by our schedule because we are just beefing up the schedule. We're going to go every night and see how it goes. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because at this show right here, you'll probably eventually see another Max and Larry. There'll be a new, maybe a new duo at some point. Maybe that's 2 months from now, but we want to have like multiple shows. We plan on having like 3, 4, maybe even as many as 5 shows here. We can't do every single show. You're going to love Max and Larry, but there can be other people you like too. Maybe it's Harry Met Sally, or I don't know, Harry and Sally. I don't know. I can't think of other names right now. I'm too tired.
Harry Met Sally. That's a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, the movie. Welcome, Tim Shea. See that, guys? You guys are coming here the weekend. That's pretty good. We already have 41 people in here. Everyone is concerned about the crypto. I'm calling it the crypto meltdown. It's not just a winter. I'm going to get Max to weigh in on this, please. Max, is it just a winter, or is it going to be more severe, what we're experiencing right now in the market? What do you think?
I honestly think we're close to the rock bottom. And it's not just people making guesses anymore. From what I'm seeing, there's actual like data or evidence, where you want to call it, showing, like, for instance, I think with Ethereum, it's not just them making a prediction of 850. Like, they literally have something to back that up on. So I think we're nearing the bottom. You see enough evidence supporting not just for Ethereum, but Bitcoin, some of these other ones. I really think we're almost there.
I think we are almost there. I'm kind of hoping that we are for so many people, but I hate to say it, guys, and I'll just stick to what I'm going because I got to ride it into the ground. My prediction, based on cold, hard facts from the microeconomy, not just crypto, because it's tied together, is that we're going to 12,000. I'm going to stick with that. By the end of the year, Bitcoin, you're going to see at 12,000 before the end of 2022. And then my prediction, of course, again, another bold prediction, is that February 14th, 2023, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's going to be the start of the real true bull run. There'll be some little smaller little things that'll look like bull runs, but it'll be a fake out. One thing that we don't talk much about this channel, let me just say hello. He says 36 watching and only 2 on chats. Must be non-subscribers. Yeah, we have subscriber mode on right now because we need to control the chat to make sure there's nothing crazy that comes in here. Ricky, my research is showing 10K. Thank you for that. Okay, so he's giving us some more insight. So he's got some research, and I'm sure Ricky's a very intelligent guy because he watches this show. He pays attention to what Max is saying. He pays attention to me, and he's also forming his own opinions, and he's saying 10K. So Max, are we going down that far, in your opinion?
Well, I'm with you, Ricky, and I'd like to actually see some of your research that shows the 10K. The research I gathered it was 12K. But maybe the same research has shown that it's going to be tanking down another 2 like yours. But yeah, the lowest I seen was a 12K. So yeah, there you go.
Well, yeah, thank you for that, Max. I'm going to pull up the Bitcoin chart right now on KuCoin because it has a nice detailed chart. We're going to talk a little more about it in a moment. But what we've got going on, guys, is, hopefully we're close to a bottom. Look, my theory is that just with, looking at the way markets work. So I think we're closer to a bottom than we are top. I think Max and I both agree with that. We're closer to the bottom than we are the top. So it could be a thing where you look at some of your favorite cryptos in terms of utility and strength, with reputation, been around for a while, or solid utility if it's a new microcap, for example. Excuse me. And possibly you say to yourself, like, I'll look at the top 100 right now, just because it's easy to look at. As for an example, you can do this with all the ones. Even even meme tokens, there might be something that's, decent. I wouldn't really consider, well, Doge is still like a meme, but Shiba Inu is more than that. So looking over at the favorite, oh, look at this. How in the world did this happen? Saitama is in here? Okay, so, well, it's not the top one. All right, so it's ranked 827. It's ranked properly. I see what it is. I put it in the favorites to keep an eye on it. Okay, so now Saitama's up 25%, so I guess that's
No,
new.
that's the V1 because they do have the V2
Oh,
listed. Yeah, and if you look at the graph, see that?
yeah.
That shows straight for those guys who are just
Out.
joining us, you want to know how to look at some of this stuff. When you see complete sideways, like a perfect straight line, and then it's perfectly like almost straight up, where there's not wiggle room, if you will, in the charts, you got to be
Yep.
alarmed for that because that could be a V1 project, and that's just basically them draining liquidity, moving it out from the original contract to the new one.
Yep. And thank you for that, Max. And I just took Saitama right out of my favorites. But
Well,
yeah,
you
that was
always
the
have the
old
V2
version.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the V2 in here. I'd have to find that later with the contract. But
Okay.
Crow, look at this. So Crow, I said the other day, I'd like to see it get to 10 cents, but I'm being even more greedy. And I just want to see it tumble. There is still a risk. Some of these exchanges are going to go bankrupt. I just don't think that Crow is going to be one of them.
No.
Luna, I think, that's what we haven't talked much about. I think that some of these are just going to get wiped out. Some of these centralized exchanges, Celsius is on the ropes. They're going to get knocked out. Coinbase is like rumors of them having problems financially. These things happen. To me, this is more than a bear market. We're at the beginnings of a real crypto meltdown. And I hope that I'm wrong for all the people that are losing money out there. Solana, we don't really care too much about these days, but down to 29. Mana, Decentraland, look at that, 85 cents. ApeCoin, Ape is way down, Max. That might be something to really follow down to maybe $1, $1.50, $2. I don't know. Your thoughts on ApeCoin? Is it something that's going to be a real strong project long term, or is it going to get wiped out with some things?
I think they're going to be fine, mainly because their original brand, the Bored Ape Yachts Club, basically. I mean, hence why they made this particular coin. And when you see bullish momentum, then Ape is a reflection of that. So if anything, I'd eventually want to get a bag of Ape just for, in the future when we do see the bulls come out again. Because it just seems like it's one of those quality assets at this point. I shouldn't even say it at this point. Originally, when it first came out, it stood out as one of those quality type assets. And for all those people that invested into Bored Ape Yachts Club before the coin dropped, my goodness, you got the most beautiful, amazing airdrops in the history of crypto. You guys can look into that for yourself. I won't bore you with the details, but yeah, their airdrops are just next level.
So Ricky, thank you for participating. We're gonna get to some chats here because it's important. They make sense to what we're talking about. He says, well, they say support at like 18K. He's talking about Bitcoin, 14K, and then the next level, 12. And then he's saying the absolute bottom of the barrel basement price for Bitcoin is 10K. So we got the chart up right here. In case you guys are following us at home, I'm on KuCoin. Thank you to KuCoin. They don't sponsor the show, but in the future, they might want to consider doing it.
That's like grass in crypto, KuCoin.
Yeah, thank you. So we are at right now 18,000. If you can believe this, 18,260. Right, we were at 68, 69,000 not that long ago, right, last year, and we've really taken a nosedive. So a lot of people were wrong with 100,000 last year. I'm just sticking to it's going to hit 12,000 before the end of the year. So we've got it up. Let's get into the some other people to weigh in here. Tim Shea says 12K is an 85% drop from the previous high. You know what? That's something that Richard Hart from Hex would say. He always says the same thing, that crypto falls 85% from their all-time high. So that's kind of like what I'm in line with too, because he was saying something like he didn't say 12. I think he said 14. So I'm saying 12. Maybe I'll be, maybe Richard Hart did say 12. I got to give him credit because, he's Richard Hart, right? But I'm still saying 12. He might be at 14. We'll have to see. I'll have to go back and check with Richard as far as, I don't talk to him, but we can look at his videos and get some information off of Twitter. 12K is an 85% drop from previous all-time high. That's supposed to be the typical drop. Down 85%. Welcome. Look, let's stop for 1 second. We have so many beautiful people coming in here. We're so grateful for you guys. Look, I have my gratitude rock because Now you can trust that I'm grateful. And I want to just say this. You're watching the Max and Larry show, okay, live on Crypto Talk Now. It's your show. Please comment below and hit the like button. We're grateful you're here. It's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? But tonight we have a special show because we're switching it. Every single night we'll be on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every single night from now on. So, thank you for that. And please do comment. Ricky, classic, no. Binance has 2 trillion coins, so they know something. So are you in agreement with that? What Ricky's saying, and I heard that too. Can we confirm that Binance has, this is a good point, 2 trillion tokens or 2 trillion coins of Luna Classic? Your thoughts, Max?
I don't know if we could confirm that. I mean, that's the rumor. As far as, seeing the technical on that, you just got to go based on the statements that are out there. But yeah, there's enough evidence to support that. I would agree with that.
Thank you for that. I think I'm going to lead towards it too. I'm going to say that it's true. I'm going to say it's true. It's interesting. Maybe CZ was trying to get us to look the other way, or I don't know exactly what's going on. I really don't. But I believe, I'll tell you this much: if it's true, it's great news for us small retail investors. Everybody watching this show that's invested in Luna Classic. If Binance has a strong position, and 2 trillion is a strong position, right? It's almost 7 trillion, right, as the supply for Luna Classic. If they hold 2 trillion of it, then the burns start to kick in. Watch out, because it's going to skyrocket, right? Not financial advice, but life advice. Welcome back to T, an OG member of the show, says hello. Thank you for that. We're going to go back to the charts in a second, guys. Ricky, Max, by looking at charts, how do you know when it'll bounce up?
All right, so this is a good question. So my quick response to that is basically like this. So you can't exactly zoom in right here, but you base it on the candles that you see. I'm not going to bore you with like Fibonacci lines and this, this resistance level and this support level and so on. But if you base it, when you zoom in, you look at these candles, and when you look at the candle activity and you see drastic red candles, that's, when you see selling, that means a lot of people are sold and so on. And once you see a lot of the green candles in upward motion and so on, that shows you that there's a lot of buy orders, a lot of volume. And then on top of that, without just looking at it, do things, for instance, not necessarily looking at KuCoin, maybe have another tab up, look at the activity and volume like on CMC. If you see a tremendous amount of like 24-hour volume, then maybe zoom out a little bit more, try to see what the volume is for the week. Then look from the 7-day mark to the 24-hour mark. But especially at the 24-hour mark, if you're seeing insane volume while the market is heavily red, right, then that's going to show you, that's going to create, like as I always say, a pressure cooker effect in which you're going to see it bounce back up, because it's just literally doing that. You're seeing that the supply, there's a tremendous demand for it now because people are basically buying it up on the cheap. So I don't know if that gives you like the quick gist of it, but usually this is consistent based on market, whether it's bullish momentum or bearish. Back to you, Larry.
Oh, yeah, thank you for that. So here you're seeing, I just switched the Bitcoin chart to the 15-minute, and you can see right here, there was a lot of sell pressure. This is what Max is talking about. Here's a red candle. So, we're at
yes,
20,
absolutely. 000. I'm glad Larry's pointing that out. Yes.
Yeah. So we're at 20,386 here, and this is a 15-minute interval, and then dropping all the way down fast and hard in 15 minutes, $19,430. So that's a big drop. And then you just see it trending downwards right now. These are all 15-minute candles here. So yeah, so here's where we're at. We definitely need to keep an eye on this, even those that are not traders, because this is an indication of the overall market. Remember, Bitcoin, Ethereum even follows Bitcoin. The whole market right now is going to be focused in terms of crypto very, very closely on what Bitcoin is doing, because they know it's the driver of the market still. And what is driving Bitcoin? The whole overall macroeconomy. It cannot be discounted. I can't say it enough. Now, another thing too that we never talked much about, Max, or maybe we haven't even mentioned it. Sometimes there's fake outs, right? So I'll blow this up a little bit. So sometimes the big boys, right? The institutional investors, or the guys with lots of money, millions and billions of dollars, they'll put orders in to move the market. So they'll put like a long order in, right, Max? So they'll go long on Bitcoin, or let's say they go short on Bitcoin, which is probably a lot of that going on now. And then they have these charts that people look at that say, okay, we've got pressure here. We've got this many longs coming in, this many shorts coming in. And what they can do is and you know this, Max, they cancel the order so they can put a big order in. I'm going to short, $10 million of Bitcoin. And people look at these charts and see the long and shorts, and they're like, that can manipulate what their strategy is. So your thoughts on that, Max? And there's a lot of sort of like psychological warfare in the market when it comes to what people do with the long and shorts. They put their long position or short position in, and then they yank it out. They cancel the order. Are you familiar with what I'm speaking of, Max?
Yeah, I am familiar with it. If you go back to KuCoin, I want to point out something real quick because you point out that one candle. So, for instance, that major sell-off around the 20,000 mark, right? So that you just pointed out. Now, today, we not only dropped below that 19,000 mark, but also below 18,000. Now, that red candle is not as huge as that one that was around the 20,500 level. But if you look at the last big red candle, it is basically right before we hit the 18,290. So there's a candle that's I don't know, I want to say it's about maybe 1/4 the size of that big red one. And as a result, that's reflective of what? That's reflective of this 18,000, 18,300 level. So before, on that big giant red candle sell off where we broke below not just 20,000, but breaking into the 19s, you saw sideways action. You saw a decent amount of green, which are the buys, and mixed in with the reds. But it was, as the saying goes, kind of like consolidation, sideways action. But what broke it all, of course, was that last major red candle. And of course, it's reflective of that right now as we speak at the 18,300 level. Is this the new support level? Doesn't look like it's going to be. It looks like if you look at the graph, it looks like it's trending more further down. Again, we don't want to be the type of guys that are doing nothing but technical analysis and so on, but we can read basic graphs. This is pretty much, for the most part, the way you want to look at it. Even on the right, look at the order book, guys. Take your mouse, top right area. See that to your left a little bit? Yeah, see where it says order book?
Yeah.
See all that sea of red? Those are all sell orders. Tons and tons of sell orders. If this keeps going on for, like, I would say, I don't know, let's get like 6 hours straight of this, then this is going to drop probably even down to 17. And then, then of course we'll go back to CMC, look at a little bit more. And then if you still see a sea of red, right, in which this is just ongoing consistently, but volume all of a sudden picks up while there's a sea of red, then again, it's going to create that pressure cooker effect in which maybe by tomorrow you will see it go up a little bit. But how much? Well, that's yet to be determined. We still got to look at the graphs more. But I just hope this kind of gives you guys an idea of how that works. It can kind of give you an idea, but when you see sideways action, then that basically tells you that it's going to be consolidation. But for how long? Well, again, refer back to this. If you see an even flow of green, which are the buy orders, an even flow of red, which are the sell orders, that just means it's going to level out. But right now, it's not leveling out. You can see it going in the other direction. Back to you, Larry.
It's just, thank you for that, Max. It's very good insight on what's going on with the Bitcoin chart here. It's very scary what's going on, because what's happening is you're seeing a lot of people getting liquidated right now. They're being liquidated, and it's very, very dangerous because a lot of people, heavy traders, day traders, people that are trading, even in and out a couple days, not just, so much by the hour, but those people that do by the hour too. What they do is they mess around with leverage. Now, leverage is very, very dangerous, very, very dangerous, and even million times more dangerous now with the way the market is so very volatile and so dangerous and scary right now. It's please, if you're trading with leverage, please be cautious. This is something that I don't do. I don't short things, and I don't mess around with leverage at all. This is just too crazy for me. Max, you don't use leverage or anything like that, right?
No, I don't do hedging either. I know some people do hedging, like they had experience in that from stocks and so on. I don't do hedging,
Right.
especially during this time. I just think it's, you're looking at an extremely risky, uncertain scenarios that it's just not really worth getting into.
Right, right. And thank you for that, Max. And then we're going to go back to the comments. Guys, we're having a great show. Please hit the like button. We've got 156 people in here. Thank you so much. We're focused a lot on Bitcoin today because it's driving the whole market, or the market, and the macroeconomy is driving Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is driving the whole crypto market. It trickles down from the big granddaddy Bitcoin. Okay, so look, come back over here to Ricky. He's saying basically, he said it's going to be an update on the burn, I believe. Okay, he's talking about Dokwan. Plenty of coins getting closer to ICO prices, initial coin offerings, right?
He's very correct about that. I mean, I cover Clearpool all the time, as you guys know. That's right around or even below ICO. I think they dropped below that 4% ICO mark. So yes, T is right. If anything, if you're like, man, I missed out on these pre-sales. I'm not talking about low token projects with a low market cap. We're talking, guys, top 500 projects where we feel as though, dang, I missed out on a handful or two handfuls of some of these things. Now you're not missing out on it. You're literally taking advantage of some of these pre-sale prices. But where does it go from here? Does that price get slashed in half? Well, that's to be determined.
Team Shay, yes, so many discounts. Guys, we are going to go back and talk more about Bitcoin. I've got to talk to you about a couple articles. We're going to mention about some different things, so please don't go away. 148 people. Look, Michael Cornwell says, yo, welcome back, Michael Cornwell. Coochie boy. That will surely happen as MicroStrategy. Okay, he's talking about Sailor, right? MicroStrategy. That will surely happen as MicroStrategy tries to avoid getting margin call. You know what? MicroStrategy might be in trouble. Michael Saylor might get wrecked in this whole thing. We're going to have to wait and see. Hopefully he doesn't, because it's going to cause maybe a little bit of a ripple effect. I don't know. But he has a lot of Bitcoin. Okay, so that will surely happen as MicroStrategy tries to avoid getting margin called. They will have to buy huge amounts of Bitcoin to keep from getting liquidated. Yes, here's the thing. Michael Saylor, this is what he's doing. He's going all in. He's got a strategy, and it's dangerous. He's borrowing. What he's doing is he's using his collateral. He's using his Bitcoin as collateral to borrow more money to double down. He's doubling down right now on Bitcoin. It's very, very dangerous. He's playing with fire. If he comes out and it works out for him, he'd be really, it'll be substantial. It'll add to his, it'll make him even more wealthy, but it's extremely dangerous what he's doing. Max, you know what I mean? Like he's actually using his Bitcoin as collateral to buy more Bitcoin. Crazy, right?
Well, that's basically the opposite of hedging. I mean, with hedging, you're basically trying to, like you were saying, short the whole market and so on, and you're just going to get completely destroyed. You also mentioned leveraging and whatnot. This is, of course, the opposite approach to it, but everybody has their own reasons and so on. Sometimes maybe some of these guys know some things that we don't, and we get that, and that's going to happen.
Yep, absolutely. These guys are on top of it. They're dealing with millions and billions of dollars, and you have to study and probably have I'm sure they have a whole team of research. Welcome back, Garrett Vay. He says, Garrett Ver, hey, Larry and Max, thank you so much. Common Sense, welcome back, Common Sense. I'm buying Ethereum. I'm loving it. Under $1,000. He loves it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's great for ETH right now. I mean, it's the ultimate ETH opportunity for a lot of us that weren't able to get it at those prices before.
All right, thanks. And thank you so much, guys. We got 159 people here watching. Thank you so much. Please, 164. Please do hit the like button. We are talking about Bitcoin, the overall market crash right now. It's important to watch this chart. We are going to also say hello. We're talking a little bit about Michael Saylor. I heard Saylor is fine until the 4,000 level and will pump more cash in if it gets close. That's really down there, 4,000. I don't know if it's going to fall that far. Garrett is saying, I think Bitcoin will go down to $1,800. Really? That's like a doom and gloom scenario. But thank you for your opinion. Tim Shea, great price to buy it at. I think he's talking about Ethereum. Common sense. Leverage will destroy you. Yes, you really, 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 really need to know what you're doing when you're messing with leverage. I've done it a long, long time ago in the commodities market, actually, a long time ago, trading through the Chicago Board of Trade. long time ago when I was 19 years old. I was doing it over the phone with a broker, and it's extremely dangerous. Crypto burger, cryptocurrency. It's all over. Rest in peace. He thinks it's over. What are you doing? You're watching Awesome Austin? I saw that was his title. I don't have time to watch him. He's a great YouTuber, but I saw his title just said it's over or something like that. Is the crypto market over, Max? Are we going to all go home and talk about baseball and basketball now?
I wish I could pull it up. No, it's not over. So, for instance, I wish I could pull it up because it basically shows those different areas where it's like, one area of the graph shows buy rumors, sell the news. The other area basically shows, the extreme fear, people getting out because they're like, oh man, this is going to go all the hell. And basically, when we have that huge momentum of all these people saying the whole market is going to go to hell and stay that way and just it's going to go to zero, then that's when not long after you're going to see it go in the opposite way where bullish momentum will start happening again. Not necessarily right now. I'm just basing it on history. We are going to eventually go the other way. You can't just have this constant roller coaster that's like a kamikaze nosedive, if you will, and have it stay that way. It will eventually recover and it'll go the other direction. So it's RIP right now, but not forever.
Yeah, I agree with that, guys. You can't panic in times like this. Okay, there's a lot of opportunity here. At the same time, we're sorry if people are losing lots of money. Be very, very careful. But we haven't seen this since 2017. We haven't seen these type of levels with Bitcoin since 2017. So this is a very, very rare time. We're talking about about 5 years ago or so, right? So this is rare air. You guys that are in the market now, this hasn't happened in years in crypto. So be careful what's going on and pay attention and look for opportunities. No, Bert, he says, are you guys puking yet? Don't jump. Yeah, no, definitely no. I'm actually, we know how it works. Like, we understand markets. This is not the first time, my first rodeo. And I've been, investing for years, like in stocks and different things. I'm not saying, I've made billions of dollars, but I know how these cycles work. Max knows how it works. We're not throwing up. We're waiting and seeing. We're hanging in there. I think we'll be in a bear market for a while. It goes down, stagnant, a little bounce, and repeat until late 2023, maybe into 2024. Anyone new into crypto, choose a great time. Michael Cornwell, when crypto is over, you should be all in. Laugh out loud. Yes. Hey, look, you remember what Warren Buffett says, right, Max?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to remember. So what the big thing that I like about Warren Buffett, sorry, I was going to say Michael Saylor, Warren Buffett, okay, he says, be greedy when others are fearful. Be fearful when others are greedy. And that I carry over to the crypto market. He was talking about the stock market. Okay, I don't even think, he still probably doesn't even like crypto. He don't understand it.
He hates it, basically.
Yeah, he don't understand crypto. All right, so that's fine, but he's made billions and billions. All right, Garrett says, maybe it's going further down. Then I will buy 1,000 Bitcoins. How about that? Coochie boy. Word is crypto won't recover until oil drops and inflation is under control. You see how it's tied together? You guys are figuring it out on your own. It's all tied together. Unfortunately, they say that Bitcoin's a hedge against inflation. It's not. I've been saying that like as long as I've been on YouTube. Like, I don't understand why people.
Yeah, I don't understand why people say that either.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, if it's hedged against inflation, then why is Bitcoin so deflationary? That's the end of the story right there. Why is it so deflationary? You're gonna make right? It's literally deflating rapidly. So, are there still people saying that?
Charts and indicators are tools. Charts, indicators are tools. Okay, now we're looking at oil. We're talking about inflation. We're talking about consumer price index. All these things need to be taken into consideration. All the data needs to be looked at. Every single thing needs to be looked at. Even the weather, because the weather affects the food supply. Guys, this is all tied together. Unfortunately, the crypto market doesn't live in a little. It doesn't live in a little tunnel. It has to actually thrive and experience the outside world. Tim Shea, it is a chance to make substantial gains. Thank you for that. There's 203 people in here, guys. It's a great show. We're talking about Bitcoin, the overall crypto market crash. We've got the Bitcoin chart up there. Max and I are looking at it, providing analysis. Garrett, maybe it will go further down and the total crypto market will start over again. You think it's going to be like a reset? Max, is it going to be that dramatic?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a chart. And it's a shout out to the run guys who came up with this chart, but it's been consistent within the last 2, 3 years and so on. I'm actually going to go ahead and share my screen here in a second. I'm going to pull up the actual picture. Let me see. Go ahead, Larry, but I'm going to pull this up real quick and
Okay.
I'm just going to do it. I'm going to save the image, I guess,
It's
because I'm
not
having a
your
hard time.
screen's not sharing on my
No,
side.
no, no. It's because I was pulling up the link. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. So Michael Cornwell, I think oil is about to drop some. Johan G. Cash, he's all about the cash, program manager here on the show. Expect a fake out and then back to the bottom. Do you agree with Johan? You can disagree with him. Do you think it's going to be a fake out and then it's just keep going south? The market's going to go south, or is it going to be like the real deal? We're going to start pumping soon. Just what your thoughts are.
I think we're near the bottom. It's just, you know, how delayed are we? I don't know in that regard, but I do think we are near the bottom. What I was going to show you guys just real quick is this right here, and I'm going to share my screen as soon as Larry approves it. But it's basically, here we go. Do you see that?
Yep.
Coming up. All right. So this shout out, of course, to the run guys who provided this information. So I want you guys to see this basically, and that is, for instance, you see some of these different levels, if you will. So, you know, me personally, I believe we saw that new paradigm, like was it between September and November 2021, and we're getting really, really close to that rock bottom despair part. But look what happens right after this. It's the return to the mean, and when that happens, that's basically when the bulls come back out, as the saying goes. I believe that we are currently right where it says return to the mean, like right here where these dashes are. I think that's what we're seeing right now with Bitcoin basically at like this 18,000 and so on. But as soon as we get to the extreme despair where we see a lot of people who are basically, I hate to say this, selling for a loss, they say it's anywhere from like 40 to 50% of the overall holders that hold a position of either Bitcoin, Ethereum, et cetera, when they run or flood, flood into the gates and basically just say, to heck with it, I'm out. I don't want no part of crypto again. I'm going to sell for a loss. I'm going to take whatever I can get. That is where the disparity comes, and then this thing will start kicking in. That's a crazy thing to have to say it that way, but usually speaking, that is how it goes. This is not some BS graph. You can look into it for yourself. It is very consistent within the last couple of years. Again, shout out to Richard Hart, who mentions some things like this, but to actually see it, again, it's been very, very consistent. So back to you, Larry.
Yeah, that chart has been around for years. Like in the stock market, it's just taking different forms. People redo the chart. It's basically the psychology of the market for any market phase. So yeah, thank you for that. I'm going to go back, remove the screen, and show the Bitcoin chart again. Share screen, share. Back to the chart that everyone likes to look at. Okay, so here we are back with Bitcoin. It's important. Can Bitfinex whale save Bitcoin? That's a good question, Max. Any type of I don't really have an opinion on that, but welcome ABSC. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider changing your avatar to something that we recognize that speaks of you. Do you have an opinion on that, Max? I'm not really sure if
I
anything's
just
going
have
to
a
happen
brief,
with that.
yeah. I mean, they very well could, but the way I look at it is, it could go the other way too. Whales can also destroy Bitcoin, especially if you have a couple stupid ones. I hate to say that, ones that are gonna just for whatever reason, let's say, oh yeah, my rich uncle hooked me up with some Bitcoin, man. This is the kid who doesn't know squat about investing and so on. But yeah, my uncle gave me this, and oh my goodness, like I'm just gonna, I see everything. Oh my God, the whole market's crashing and so on. Well, I better get out. But he happens to be a whale. So he sells his position and it tanks the market. If you can see consistent ones like that, that's where you start seeing these drastic drop offs, because they do represent a big portion of the overall crypto market cap. You don't want to see that, but that is the reality. Those things do end up happening.
Ricky says, why do guys like Michael Saylor say Bitcoin's going to 60K 2022, and then he says 100K by end of 2022? Why does he say stuff like that? Because he probably has a big short position, and he's probably looking for something like that. I don't know completely because I don't know Michael Saylor, but sometimes, guys, you have to consider the source. He's had a lot of Bitcoin, so I'm not sure. But Coochie Boy, hit that like button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any content. Thank you for that. Welcome to Bondi. Bandy, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Bitcoin is going to go to zero. You really think so? I guess you're just
No,
somebody
I
that
mean,
doesn't like crypto.
yeah, no, I hear you, man, and we'll have our
Thank
opinion,
you.
but no,
All
it's
right.
not going to go
Yeah.
to zero. I mean,
Yeah, we're moving on from that comment. Nate Nay, I don't think he's serious. Heard Michael Saylor plan to buy more Bitcoin. Yes, he is, because he believes in it, right? He's a big champion of Bitcoin. Nate Nay, welcome back. Bandy, it won't. Yeah, it's not going to zero. Coochie Boy, yes, we are around capitulation, but I believe. Okay. Nate Nay, there's an analyst that predicts Bitcoin could reach 100K by the end of the year. Well, he's wrong. I'm telling you, it's not going to hit 100K by the end of the year. It's going to 12K by the end of the year. That doesn't mean it's not going to bounce back up. It can bounce. It can go to 40, 50,000 maybe, or whatever happens, but it's not going to 100 this year. Not at the end of 2022. It's not going to do that. What do you think, Max? You think it's going to do it? I mean, you can disagree. Is it going to hit 100K by the end of 2022, Bitcoin?
no. As far as your prediction of what do you say under 12K? Is that where you're rock solid on?
Yeah, my rock solid position is by the end of this year, 2022, at some point, Bitcoin will touch 12K and bounce off and go up from there.
You might not be too far off, but I don't know. I'm still thinking that it's getting more close to rock bottom as we speak. I don't know about the 12K. That's just really drastic right now.
Yeah, it could be. And you could be right. And I hope I'm wrong. Okay, Garrett, I'm not selling anything. I just hold and the market will go up. And in tokens with reflections, we'll be adding more. Okay, thanks. Okay, welcome back to Fedor. If you don't know his name is Fedor. I am here. I think Bitcoin is not near the bottom. I think it will bounce 12K to 22K for a bit. I think tough times are ahead for this year, 2022. So that's what he's thinking. Thank you for that. I guess it's kind of similar to what I'm thinking. Similar. Tim Shea said we should ride the bottom for a little while.
Right. Yeah, he's right. We should ride the bottom for a little while. Is this the bottom? Maybe for Bitcoin, but again, no one knows this for sure, guys. But let's just face it. What I personally think is if we see too many whales, who hold a huge holding of Bitcoin, for instance, I'm not going to talk about ETH whales right now, but I'm just talking about just Bitcoin. If for whatever reason you have a few of those guys sell their position, again, the example of the nephew or the son who, he's got wealthy parents and so on, and they hooked him up, and he just like, oh man, I want to be able to go to Cancun, and now I can't, and he just decides to sell his position because he doesn't know squat, because he's hearing the narrative that's being preached on the news, mainstream news, that you shouldn't get into the market right now, which of course we know if you never did crypto investing, this is a better opportunity compared to those of us who got wrecked about 6 months ago, or about 6 months ago. Yeah, I keep forgetting we're in June now, right? So we're midway in June. Those things are going to happen, and it's unfortunate because that will represent a big portion of the overall crypto market cap, and as a result, who are the ones that like suffer from that? It's guys like us and so on. But there's the other side of it, in which you do have certain retail investors who recognize these trends, take advantage of the market crashes, and say to themselves, no, forget the narrative, forget what you hear on the mainstream news. This is the best buying opportunities. Kind of like what T mentioned earlier, being able to buy things at the ICO price or underneath the ICO price. That's what we're talking about. So there's always going to be two different or three different crowds of people who are going to look at it that way. The crowd of best up buying opportunities, the other crowd of, oh God, I bought 6 months ago. Now I don't have anything saved. I can't buy anything. This sucks for me. Which crowd are you part of is the bottom line.
Back to the comments, Fedor. Yes, we are all guessing. I'm going to add in there. Look, this is a very, very intelligent audience. You guys are watching us. You're intelligent. We appreciate your input. I'll just throw in there that we are all conducting an educated guess. We're formulating educated guesses, educated estimates on where the market is heading overall due to the macroeconomic climate. That's what we're basing it on, and not just charts. Nothing wrong with it. Thank you for that. Ricky, Bitcoin is close to 17K. It is very close. The Jin at Bandy, if it goes to zero, I will be putting some serious money. Thank you for your prediction. I respect everyone's prediction. Okay, thank you for that. If it goes to zero, if it goes to zero, that means the whole crypto market went away. It's not going to zero. But thank you for that. Oh, welcome back to QSA Mullen. Thank you so much for returning. She's a Southern lady from Georgia, and she says, "Hey, y'all, thank you for being here, QSA Mullen. I hope you guys can give us more
Welcome back,
opinions."
QSA.
Yes, thank you. Give us more opinions on what is going on with Bitcoin. Where do you think we're at? Are we at the bottom? Let us know, guys, in the comment section. All in at zero. Thank you for that, T. Guys,
Hold
how
on a
about
second.
we
I
do
got to
this?
interrupt you, Larry. I'm going to
Yep.
interrupt you real quick, and that is because I just saw that we spiked up. We're currently at 175 people watching right now. So if you're just tuning in, you are live with the Max and Larry show for Crypto Talk Now. We are talking about the hot topic of Bitcoin, which has not only crashed below the 20,000 mark, but also crashed below the 19,000 mark. And we're currently at an 18,200 to 300 level. We're talking about our thoughts and concerns in regards to that. We would love to hear what you guys have to say about it. So hit that like button. And for everybody that's currently watching, thank you, as usual, for joining our live show. And hopefully you decide to become a member of our community. We have a great, ever-growing community. So again, hit that like button. Currently speaking, we only have 31. We have 180 people watching. We should be way up over 100. But thank you for joining us today. Back to you, Larry.
Yeah, please, guys, do us a big favor. We don't ask you to do too much other than please, at this point, just hit the like button. We have 184 people in here. There should be over 1,800 people in here because we're giving you quality information that you guys can trust. And we also care about what is going on with your portfolio. We are looking at Bitcoin right now because there's not much other news to go off of. We're going off of the macro economy, yes, but Bitcoin is driving the whole market for the crypto market right now.
At
So
this
we
point,
cannot
Larry,
ignore that.
do me a favor, right? Let's switch that from the 15-minute filter, and let's switch that over to the either a 5-minute or 3-minute. I got a feeling, based on that downward trend that we've been seeing live on the show, that we could see big red candles happening at any moment with this uncertain volatility that Bitcoin's seeing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had one here earlier today. Look at this big red candle. We're now looking at the 5-minute Bitcoin chart for anyone that's joined us. So please do us a favor, hit the like button, guys, because for some reason we're not getting a lot of likes. I'm guessing that you guys don't like Bitcoin or something. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So look, welcome back to MAK Crypto. Tim Shea, are we not supposed to mention you're missing a co-host? He's talking about our lovable crypto dog. He's just relaxing over there. We can bring him in. He can come in a little bit and just hang out with us while we're looking at the chart. It's just that we're like so hot looking at this chart right now. I don't want to mess up the screen. Tim Shea says, I have been holding off. Nate Nay says, welcome. Mac Crypto says, Larry, where is your dog? Is he attaining? He's attending.
See, people love patches, and that's great. We love that you guys love patches. We love patches. Patches is the CTN mascot, basically. So we're glad that you guys are concerned about his well-being.
Nate Nay, I'm just holding. He's hodling for life. He's holding on for dear life. Ricky, I went in a chat late last night and asked about Luna Classic, and he said dust in 6 months, and he doesn't care, and basically go someplace else.
Okay,
Really?
why would you want to do that? I don't understand. I'm sorry you're disrespected. Like, unfortunately, as the saying goes, it is the internet, and there's a lot of what bags out there. I'm not gonna say the term because it's a family friendly show, but I
hate
have
to
had to
say
deal
this,
with
guys.
this. What's that?
No, I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead, keep going. I was
I'm
gonna
just
say
saying, like,
something.
I myself, from like in gaming, oh, you think this bad here? It is 1,000 times worse in an online video game. You have people who literally are keyboard warriors, trolls, and so on. They'll say the most horrendous things out there, like anti-Semitic things like that, racist stuff. It's brutal. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, and that's stupid. The guy's an influencer. You should try to make people feel welcome. It's like, why do you have a show? You're gonna slam the door in somebody's face, if you will. So
Want
Yeah,
to know
it's
why?
unfortunate. What's that?
Because a dirty little secret is, number one, they don't know how to treat their guests, and you guys are all part of our family, right? That's the first one. Number two, a lot of these guys are basically actors looking for YouTube views. They're good YouTubers, possibly interesting to listen to, but they don't know anything about business and they don't know anything about investing. They just pretend to because they're actors. So there you go. So that's why I'm sorry that happened to you as well. MAK Crypto, Bitcoin on the way to 10,000. That's what he's saying. Okay, thank you for that educated estimate. At Mark, laugh my ass off. He is filming on his OnlyFans show. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
That
I
just
guess.
look at that, guys. We got 223 people in there. See that? Could you imagine if we had 100 likes? We would have 2,000 people in here if we had 100 likes. Let's see if we can do it, guys. Help us out. QSA Mullen, Bitcoin will drop to 8K. She's being super, super, super aggressive. It's going to get down way low. She says 8K, and Ethereum will drop to $200, if not lower. Max, is Ethereum going to 200?
Anything is possible at this point. I do want to point something out since you did switch it to the 5-minute chart. So look at this, guys. As we speak, you did see at the very end, looks like 5 sell-off candles and one just slightly sideways horizontal buy candle. And if you look at this trend, it's going to tank more. So I don't know, maybe 17,000 by tomorrow if it keeps going this way, or even 16,000 by tomorrow.
I think that Ethereum will go to 850 in the shorter term. I don't know if it'll fall that far. QSA Mullen, I'm not saying that you're wrong. That's just, I have that opinion. You have yours, and we really, really value yours. Thank you so much, Garrett. Saitama is up. Saitama is up. How about
Are you
that?
sure it's not? You sure it's not the V1?
Got to check, make
Larry,
sure.
Larry did that earlier, guys. So I'm gonna check the V2 real quick for you all.
Check.
And V2 is up only 3%. So I think what you're seeing is you're looking at the old contract, and it's okay. Don't feel bad about it. It's a common mistake. But yeah, I'm looking at the V1, and the V1 is showing it's up 27%. So that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the V1 up, and that's inaccurate. It's only the V2 is slightly up 3%.
Selmo Fudd says, Crypto Talk now. Tim Shea, laugh out loud, the Gin. Nate Nay, will Sir Thomas survive? I hope so for those that are still invested, but I'm not sure at this point. Ricky, yes, he said this is a Bitcoin chart. So I said goodbye and I dislike. Oh, Bitcoin chat. Oh, you don't like Bitcoin? Oh, you're talking about the other influencer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. You said, so you were brought up about Luna Classic and he said this is a Bitcoin chat. And so I said bye and just like, okay, I got you.
Wow. That's still
Sorry about
disrespectful.
that.
Just hold on a second. I will state this. We had a few more people just join. We're up to 200, a little over 200 viewers. For those who just joined us, you're joining the Max and Larry show, Crypto Talk now. We're still talking about the hot topic of the Bitcoin constant crash that's going, how it's currently at the 18,000 level. Will it go down to 16? Will Ethereum also drop down another couple hundred? It has reached below that 1,000 mark, well below it. And that's what we're currently talking about. We would love to hear from you in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And with that said, we're going to kick it back to Larry. But thank you, everybody.
Bitcoin's going to 12,000. MAK says, I sold all my Luna and Luna Classic and made 20% combined profit. I'm happy. Good for you. We like to hear that you made some profit because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. No, Bert. A lot of people just want to see the crypto meltdown. Well, that might be true because they want to buy at the bottom. So, there's smart people out there. Mac, crypto, they scared that people will steal their audience. Who's scared about that? I don't know. All right. So Tim Shea, if Ethereum you can't be scared. If you're another influencer, don't be scared of us. We're not here to hurt anybody. We can all survive. It's fine. You guys can come on our show. We'll help you out. We'll plug your channel. Tim Shea, if Ethereum goes to 200, I will have a good amount of Ethereum. Yeah, I bet you a lot of people will too if Ethereum goes that low. Ricky, it really drops or raises at 3 a.m. for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe bots. What do you think, Max? Why is it doing that at 3 in the morning?
You know what? That has been a question that's been brought up for like at least a couple years. People have made memes out of it, basically showing, the guy who goes in and he does a sell, right?
Yep.
Or he buys, yeah, I'm sorry, the one where he buys, it shows the guy buying. He's like, all right, awesome, I'm gonna buy it for this. And then literally as he hits that buy order, the thing tanks like 50%. But the same thing happens on the other way too. So for some reason, a lot of that stuff does happen real late at night. Maybe you stumble upon something, so on, but it is consistent across the market. It isn't just Bitcoin. And you can look into it for yourself. You'll see that it is reflective on other coins and token projects.
All right, and thank you for that. We're just working on some technical stuff. Okay, so we got that here. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's bots. But Selmo Fudd, if you are not a millionaire in the next 2 years, get out of crypto. So thank you for that.
Well, it depends on what it depends on what you're invested in. But yeah, good point, Selmo Fudd. It depends on what you're invested in and how you're going about your position, whether it's dollar cost averaging and so on. Are you the guy who's buying at the top of the mountain and selling for the loss after everything tanks? So if that's the case, yeah, you could very well get wrecked, or you could be, like you said, the millionaire in the next 2 years.
I got most of my Ethereum under 200. Will have to drop a lot more for me to grab a big bag. Well, good for you. Got in at a very, very low price. That's good. Okay, QSA Mullen. To be honest, I'm more bullish with this bear market just because it gives me more buying power with my favorite altcoins and crap coins. Thank you so much for your insight, QSA Mullen. You're very important to us and the show. Please come back every day. Every day there's a show now, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the Max and Larry show as well, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single night now, so that you guys really like to see us. Mac Crypto, I believe QSA is right, but it will go down slowly. They will give hope and pull it down, then again and again. Thank you for that. B, welcome back to B, uppercase B, little BB, space, big B. He loves Bitcoin, apparently, because he likes the letter B. Bitcoin is going to zero, they say. Who the hell is saying that Bitcoin is going to zero? Actually put the name of the person there. I'm going to call him on the phone and ask him, what the hell, other than you're just a crazy person? How in the world? All right, okay, this is just really annoying me. This is a second person in the chat. Who the hell, for the love of patches, is telling you that Bitcoin is going to zero? They should have their channel shut down. Who is telling you that Bitcoin is going to zero? Everybody from Bitcoin, I want to hear from you now in the chat. What is Bitcoin going to be by the end of 2022? Where is the price going to end up by the end of the year? Like, is it really going to be zero? Can you guys help me out? I mean, okay, he's laughing about it. Okay, so it's just a joke. All right, thank you. You just want to see me yell and scream. All right, so you got your yelling and screaming. Mac Crypto, I wrote my, what is he saying? I wrote of my Saitama totally.
It's a typo. I wrote off my Saitama.
Oh, okay. He wrote it off. I'm sorry about that. I have not received any of my airdrop on Trust Wallet or Bitmark. It looks like Dust Coin in my wallet. Well, I hope that they turn it around and get everyone their airdrop, but they deserve. Everybody
I still haven't received my airdrops, and it's saddening. And I have my Saitama on two different places. One is on my Coinbase wallet, and the other one is unfortunately on Bitmart because I'm not getting reflections. But nonetheless, yeah, I haven't received it on either one. I know I'll probably eventually receive it, but again, it just gives more room for FUD with Saitama. Always FUD around Saitama.
Yeah, unfortunately, Saitama is doing it to themselves this time again, but they hopefully get it straightened out. All right, so we're rooting for everything to get secure for Max and everybody that's invested, myself. Okay, so I sold my Saitama for a loss. Guys, please, there's only 194 people in here. We're losing people. Please hit the like button so we don't lose people. We need to be at an average of 200 or more, and then we can get sponsored by Coca-Cola or Pepsi or somebody. Okay, so we've got Garrett Vera says, I have received my Saitama V2 on my ledger, and the value is $2.2 trillion.
Yeah, I have the same problem, man. I have the same problem. I go into my Coinbase wallet, and then out of nowhere, I am worth $98 million, and it's just like, no, I'm not. Like it says that. That's the latest thing, Larry. And people have been watching the show. So first it was Volt, said I was a billionaire. Then it went from that to I was a Shibnobi billionaire, and now the latest, guys, I am a Shiba Doge multimillionaire, $98 million. And no, I'm not. So,
Oh my God. I know. Don't you wish that it was just reality? You wake up and your wallet is a mistake, and but it was not really a
well,
mistake. It was real.
well,
It'd be
yeah,
great.
it just like I wish, I wake up and I'm really in southern France in the background, but that will eventually happen within the next, hopefully 3 years, two
Your
to three
crypto
years.
dog has returned patches. He's right on top of the news. He's bringing you breaking news. He's bringing you the Bitcoin price. Right behind patches is not live just yet. Right behind patches is the Bitcoin chart. He's going to provide technical analysis. Every time there's a move, and he's going to pick his leg up and he's going to put his little paw on where he thinks it's going to go. Pay attention, guys. He's going to be a lot better than some of those people telling you that Bitcoin is going to go to zero. Let me just tell you that for sure.
Hey,
Okay,
Larry.
so
I mean, hey, Larry, listen to this, man. You guys have seen it too. You know how you go on YouTube and you can do the search, and there's the live crypto charts, and it's just this boring graph. We
yeah,
should
yeah, yeah.
totally do one where it's just patches laying there on a live graph in the background. At least that would be legit compared to like some of these crazy ones where it shows, Charles Hoskinson doing a live AMA, and it was
Yeah.
recorded like 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be funny. Maybe Patches needs to be alive 24. Maybe that's a 24-hour news, is that Patches is in front of a live chart all day, just bringing you the news, because all he does is sleep anyway in the middle of the night. So that would be funny. Okay, so he's saying it's a dead coin. Welcome back, Cassius Space. I'm waiting on Bitcoin to get to 9K, even being more aggressive about it falling. And Ethereum, guys, you guys are getting greedy. I like it. You guys are thinking like I'm thinking. We got to wait for things to move down and buy more of what you like. Wait, and so Max thinks the same way.
Yeah.
Waiting on, yeah.
I'm gonna interrupt
Sorry,
you. We have a super chat that came in. It's from
you
Tim
do.
Shea. For $2, he says patches. Yes, shout out to patches. Super chat to Mr. Patches.
For some
Thank you, Tim
reason,
Shea.
and I apologize. I have to find it. Maybe Johan can find it. On right here, there's something wrong. We're gonna switch from StreamYard. Right now, I don't see that super chat at all. I'm scanning up and down,
No, that's all
scrolling. I
right.
don't see it.
I always navigate between the two, so it's definitely there. And again,
So
thank you so much, Tim Shea. I know you dropped one, I
yeah,
think
thank
yesterday, and
you.
so on. Thank you.
Well, I apologize for not being able to put it on the screen. There's something wrong right now with Streamer. All right, so Cassius Space, and thank you for that, Max. Waiting on the Bitcoin to get to 9K and Ethereum to get to $450. Then I'm going to go all in. He's going to go all in. Patches has the chart up. Pay attention. It's not just a cute dog. He knows what he's talking about. He's got the technical analysis going. You guys are going to provide the technical analysis. He's going to give you the chart. All right. We all know these two coins are not they're not going to go anywhere. There's dumb people on other channels telling you that crypto is going to go away, apparently. ABSC, do you look at the aggregated order book? Thank you for that. 18K seems very solid. Do you think it could be an illusion? I don't have much faith in order books because they
Mm.
can be changed and manipulated. So I don't even know if we're getting correct data or if it's going to be somebody playing a game. Max, you have an opinion on that comment there?
I mean, there's this thing. You have to have here's the thing. You have to have a point of reference. And even though we have a point of reference, for instance, like we did the recorded video, check it out, about Ethereum being rock bottom at 850. Again, that is just a point of reference. We're not saying that there's not a possibility it's going to go below the 850 mark. Again, it's just a point of reference. So, ABSC, where you say, did you look at the aggregated order book? 18K seems very solid. Do you think it could be an illusion? Yes, I think it could be illusion for the same reason that, you just got to look at, for instance, like when we're looking at KuCoin, everything's going to happen on the fly. It just depends on, I guess you could say, the day, what whales own what. My example earlier of the rich uncle who gifted his uneducated, no offense, uneducated nephew, I don't know, let's say like 4 or 5 Bitcoin, but he gave it to him, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, and that kid never bothered to educate himself about crypto and so on, and as a result he's like, man, my summer break is going to be wrecked and I need some money. I'm going to cash out some of this crypto, not realizing that he's a freaking Bitcoin whale, right? And he just dumped his position, at a loss, basically. And guess what? That's going to make the overall crypto market tank like crazy. So yeah, I you can't look at some of those books and have that too. Well, this guy said this is going to be rock bottom. Based on what? Based on the book, or based on you don't have a resistance line or a reference? Anyway,
shout out. Well, thank you for that, Max. Shout out to Aquamarine PR. Time to dollar cost average, people. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Thank you, Nate Nay. Only bears and trolls would say Bitcoin's going to zero. Yes, and uneducated YouTubers or whoever's talking on camera. B. 4,500 is the bottom for Bitcoin. Interesting stuff.
nobody knows the bottom for Bitcoin or any of this. That at the end of the day, we can all agree on that. Nobody really knows. There's no real bottom on any of it.
Welcome to Pal Patel. Thank you for being here. I love your avatar. Either 10K or 4K, maybe. Thank you for that. Mac Crypto. I agree with B. That's what they're going with, 4,500. Varg 7. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. And welcome. I like your avatar. What's the risk on Celsius GPTC reserves? Need to figure that out to calculate how much is at risk for a further BTC dump. Max, I don't know if we're up to speed on to be able to comment on that at this point. We'd have to do some further research, unless, Max, you have an answer for that.
The risk of Celsius reserves, I'm gonna stick to my guns on this. I mean, I see Celsius going away. I mean, it's rare to see top 100 coin projects, or somebody, in this case, it's a network, the Celsius network, go away. I guess you could say I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I think they're gonna eventually go away, and it's sad to see that, but they just have too much liquidity being pulled. Yeah, there's reserves and so on, but it's gonna get to the point where that might not even work. What do they do going forward?
Come on, guys. Let's get over 250. Please help us out. Hit the like. We've never had as many as 250 people here at the same time. We're at 233 people, so thank you so much. We are so grateful for you. There's the gratitude rock. There you go right there. Okay. Garrett says BTC end of the year 1,800. Selmo FUD. The feds are making it easy with the XRP lawsuit for investors to stack and pack their bags. All altcoins are the primary focus at this point. Yes, the ones you believe in. Thank you. Tim Shea. I am also a Shiba Doge millionaire. Laugh out loud. My MetaMask is a little off. And thank you. We finally got it up on the screen. Tim Shea, guys, we have 243 people. Let's get 7 more. We'll hit our all-time record high of 250 people at the same time. Concurrence. We'll show our potential advertisers. Tim Shea, $2 Patches. Yes, Patches is back. Patches is your crypto chart dog today, showing you the Bitcoin price because it's important. BTC was a bait for government to test the water. Now they have tested the water, and regulation is coming in after seeing what digital currency can do. Mac Crypto, hi Patches, wake up, say hello to us. He's paying attention to the chart. He's looking at it on another screen. Abdul from Nigeria, thank you so much for being here. Abdul from Nigeria, how low do you think GLMR will go? Max, you want to check on that, or do you have an opinion?
He's talking about Glimmer. That's Moonbeam Glimmer, GLMR. Now, it could very well go down to about 45 cents, anywhere from 40 to 45 cents if the overall crypto market keeps tanking, or even further from that. I'm looking to get a bag of Moonbeam. I do believe in their project. I think they got a really good thing going on, being part of the Polkadot ecosystem.
Ricky, Max, explain the solid candle chart on 1 minute and when the candles have long stems like a barcode.
Sure, you want to go back to that?
1 minute. There you go.
Okay. So, wow, I'm glad you brought that up, because look what's going on right now. So, as we speak, remember, so we literally just broke, and now you're seeing the start of a pretty significant candle right there. And when you see those long stems, it's basically just, a reflection of the order book right here, where literally you see what? You see just nothing but a sea of red, which means constant sell-offs. People are dumping their positions. Now, I want to restate this real quick, and I think this is key. Pay attention on this. I'm not stating that these people own what, like a full Bitcoin, because if they own a full Bitcoin, I mean, my God, that's quite a bit of money. No, we're talking about what, people that have slivers or small fractions of, like a shard is the expression of a Bitcoin. For instance, let's say Larry owns, I don't know, hypothetically, like 1,000 Bitcoin, and Bill and Bob own, $30 worth, $50 worth. But you're seeing that reflected right here, in these amounts where it says amount BTC, and it's just constant sell-offs. People are dumping it. Now, right now, you did just see what, buy orders. And I would say the reason why you're seeing buy orders right now, you might be thinking, why, well, all of a sudden, like, why did that go from red to green? Now it went away. But it's also people just refreshing the page on CMC or refreshing it on their app, crypto.com, whatever the place be. They're seeing, oh my God, Bitcoin basically is under 18,000.
Yeah.
And that's where the big buys all of a sudden will happen. But you're going to see more of the sells, because let's face it, people go into the order chart, they're not looking no longer at what the thing consistently taken. Their mind is tunnel vision. Let's sell it. Yeah.
You guys are watching live right now. You're watching Bitcoin tank. It's literally being dumped. It's below 18,000. We're at $17,749. We are down almost 14%. We're down 13.77% in the last 24 hours. You're watching this live. The Bitcoin is just crashing right now. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's gone down about $3,000 within the last 2-3 days. If it stays at this rate, Larry's prediction of 12K is very realistic.
And the channel is going to blow up because we like to make.
That's your Larry Nostradamus, apparently. Anyway,
that'd be funny. The Nostradamus of crypto. Okay, Sage, Ali, 16K inbound. Yes, we're getting closer to 16. Mac, Crypto, XRP, XLM, and Circle are signing banks and currency contracts like crazy, and Flare is coming. Thank you. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. No, Bert, man, you really hate that kid. You keep bringing him up. Which kid's that? Might as well get something out of it.
With the rich uncle. He's uneducated, doesn't know about crypto. All he knows is he has like a bunch of Bitcoin, but he's just like, well, the market's crashing, I'm going to sell, not realizing that he's a whale, basically, because of that rich uncle. And then he tanks the market unknowingly what he's doing, right?
Hang in there, guys. I'll check with you later. Thank you. I remember when I was trading Bitcoin at about $2. At the time, I feared it could go lower, and so I was afraid to invest. Wow. You really had Bitcoin at $2?
That must have been 2010, if that's the case.
Or 2009.
God, I remember
2009.
I actually remember way back then. It literally was Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, which is now Ethereum Classic, and that was about it.
Isaac, aloha means goodbye, and also hello and good wishes. Aloha, guys. Shibarium looking pretty now that Bitcoin and Ethereum finally tumbling.
Aloha doesn't mean
token.
Aloha doesn't mean goodbye. Remember, we went over this before. He explained it to you.
Yeah, because if you ever see movies where they say, I forget where it was, somebody was saying in some movie or somewhere, aloha means goodbye, but it also means hello and good wishes. Yeah, we'll have to look that up and see where I heard that from, but I can't remember. Good job, guys. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, all the fathers, take care of your fathers tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Yes, or maybe you're a father. Yes, I've been buying GLMR. 25 cents is ICO price. Saj Ali, huge liquidation. Yes, people are getting wrecked right now. Unfortunately, they're getting destroyed. They're getting liquidated is what it is. And I'm sorry to hear that people are losing money. Hopefully these are experienced traders and they can just bounce back. Cool Cat Crypto, welcome back. Cat, he's going to throw you down a hole and he might turn into the War Cat Crypto. Cool Cat Crypto, Flare is coming July 4th. Thank you. Bitcoin at 17K. Yes, I told you so. It's going closer to 12, but no one listened. I'm your friend. Listen to me. XXI Gammon, thank you so much. Max, what's his avatar? Can you see it? I can't see.
I don't know, like a sultan or somebody from like Saudi Arabia, that part of a royal family or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. I see it now. Okay. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. You're important to us. Your opinion matters. XXI Gammon, please come here, guys. Look, if you're looking for a great show, every single day we are here. Every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and also every single day, Max and Larry Show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back again tonight, guys. We're going to keep going and talk about Bitcoin. There's 236 people in here, guys. We have very little sleep because we've been following this story and working hard. But we ask for one thing and one thing only. Please, if you find value in what we're talking about, if you're enjoying yourself as well, please hit the like button. T, I remember buying Bitcoin dealing with middlemen on websites. Yeah, there were no wallets. Laugh out loud. Truly the Wild West. Was it uncommon for the middlemen to do an exit scam? XXI Gammon. Will do, bro. I'm a sub. Thank you so much. So here we go. Look what's happening now, Max. I got the 1 minute chart up. It's pretty exciting. Look at the green candles coming back.
But you know what? We called it earlier. So basically, guys, like I was saying earlier, when you see a bunch of sell orders and its rapid volume on the decrease of the sell orders, what I'm saying is when you see a bunch of red, a sea of red, eventually it's just not going to keep being that way. Then you see the buys, because what are people doing? They're recognizing, oh man, this is a good price. And then the flood of greens coming in. And literally, we are seeing that right now. Look at the recent trades on the far right. You do now see the majority of that is green. There's still quite a bit of reds in there, but now you're seeing, yeah, look at that. Like just every
There's
20
a flood of
seconds.
buy orders coming in.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe it's the bottom. Who knows? There's a flood coming in right now. There's definitely a flood. People are buying this. Look at this green wick coming on right now in the 1 minute chart. There's a lot of buying pressure coming in. Look at that wick right there.
It literally, it's just
Now
that.
it's red.
Like, I throw in that term of the pressure cooker effect, but literally, it's just that. Now that pressure is now boom, it's going in the other direction.
Guys, this is exciting. It's scary for some. Please don't be scared. And remember that money is not everything. If you're losing money right now, you'll get it back because you're intelligent and you're going to figure out a way to get it back. Okay, so thank you for that. Cool. I'm sorry, I missed this one. I feel
you won't get it back if you won't get it back if you sell for a loss.
What's that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was going to say, but you won't get it back if you sell for a loss. Stop selling for a loss.
Right. They want your Bitcoin, guys. They're coming for you. The big boys are going to try to take your Bitcoin. I feel Bitcoin is going to be 15,000 by tonight. It's night here in South Africa. Welcome back. Thank you for the comment. Cool Cat Crypto. Buy Sologenic before July 4th. Tim Shea. Where is the resistance? La Resistance. Where is the La Resistance on the chart?
I can answer that. So far, as we speak, the resistance line is going to be, go up a little bit more, Larry. Hold on, a little bit more. Drop it right below. Hold on, go down just a little tad bit more. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Right there.
About 18,100 around there.
Yep, that will be the average resistance line. Let's see if we hold it. I don't think we are, personally. I do think it's going to, we'll see these little spikes here and there. Then it's going to drop down more. But for now, yeah, we got to have some kind of resistance line, if you will, or as I would like to call, a point of reference, because basically that's what it is at this point with how volatile the market is. But yeah, what did we say, Larry? 17.9?
18.1.
18.1. Okay.
Yep, 18,100. We just pushed. We got pressure coming. We just got pushed below 18,000 again. Right now, we are at 17,934. You can see here, Patches is going to bring up the chart. Earlier, it was down as far as 18,039, dip below 18,000. It's at right now, the live chart, 17,904.
And that's how you guys are. I'm sure somebody's going to ask it, maybe Ricky or somebody. So what we just showed you guys, you never want to do the top of the curve for your resistance line, because that's not a resistance line. You want to do the bottom of each curve, like a flat line, like you're taking I don't know if you ever worked in construction, you're taking your level, right? And your level, you're going to line that level up on the very bottom of those, I don't know, hills or where you want to call them, to get your resistance lines. Because you're going with the average area. You know what I mean? The average area of that flow.
Yep. Gray, thank you. Gray, for being here. Thank you so much. Looks like you have an anime character. This is the best time to buy, in Gray's opinion. If you buy and you lose, then you can get mad at Gray. Okay, Ricky, happy Father's Day to all the moms that did it all like mine. Thank you so much. Mac Crypto, they are using robots to buy and sell Bitcoin. Margin trade is going crazy right now.
Well, that is true. I mean, it is KuCoin, and KuCoin does promote bots like crazy. Again, if you guys are interested in using bots and you want to have an idea how to go about it, especially give yourself an insurance policy, check out a recent video for Crypto Talk Now. It's about the insurance depegging, especially when it comes to these uncertain, volatile times with stable coins not being stable. Check it out sometime when you get a chance. You'll be glad you did.
I think I lost your audio. Welcome back to Coochie Boy. Weekends are slow for crypto. I wouldn't expect much uptrend momentum. You might be right about that, Coochie Boy. We might be stuck here in this small channel that we're developing right now. So we'll have to wait and see. I think we might have lost Max's audio.
No? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yep.
Oh, crap. So did you hear anything of what I said about the whole KuCoin bot thing?
Yeah,
no?
I heard that. Yep.
Okay, well then we're good.
Ricky, again, why are all the charts following Bitcoin? Is that what you're saying? BIT, Bitcoin, BTC? Any ideas? That's what happens. You want to comment it? I've said it over and over again, Max. You can say it if you want. Why is everything following Bitcoin? I think that's what he's asking.
Oh, okay. So, well, it's not just Bitcoin. It's also Ethereum. But like I've always said before on our show, it's because Bitcoin, Ethereum represent, and they still represent 81% of the overall crypto market cap. So by following everything that's tanking right now, with the overall crypto market cap literally going from 1 trillion to, like, what is it, 860 billion, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna double check this real quick. So currently speaking, oh god, even worse, 791 billion. So yeah, if you have those two big players representing 81% of it, that's why everyone's following that as we speak. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, the current overall market cap is way down in one day, down 11.4%. Like Max is saying, it's now 791 billion. How about that? So
It's
closer.
it's the biggest point of reference. Like, we can't look at all the charts at once. So what you basically do is you look at this particular one, and you're saying to yourself, okay, well, if this represents, or these two represent 81% of the overall crypto market cap, then that gives us an idea where everything else is going to go. As the saying goes, when you look at, like, for instance, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and when market is bullish and so on, then it affects the altcoins. As we know, that also affects in a bearish market. So that is why so much focus is on those two, and in this case, particularly Bitcoin, because that is the biggest point of reference to go off of.
And thank you for that. So, guys, we are headed towards a death spiral, as my prediction was the other day. I said that we would be in a death spiral once we fell below 1 trillion. We were below 1 trillion already, but you can see it just keeps really crashing the whole market, down 11%. Bitcoin right now down about 12%, almost 13%. Celsius right now is getting slaughtered, down 18%. These are the ones that are trending right now. Ethereum at the $910 level. Tether, there's a lot of money flowing. Right now, the market cap is at 68 billion for Tether. We'll keep an eye on that, but I think it's just coming right out of the market.
Just real quick, Larry. So, guys, yeah, just real quick. So, for instance, the volume to 49 billion, right? Am I not mistaken? Yeah, 49 billion. Compare that to USDC. I know you guys feel as though USDC is a more safer play, and I get that. But again, as far as your whole worry about, like, oh my gosh, USDT is going to depeg and so on, they have so much intake volume that you can't realistically feel as though that would happen, like with a UST scenario. So
I'm going to disagree with you on that. I'll respectfully disagree. I think there's a chance with the way the market is, if we do really have a crypto meltdown, I'll say it here now, a new prediction. I think there's a strong chance with what we're seeing now. There's a good, strong chance that USDT Tether could potentially depeg, even if it's momentarily, and they're able to come up with reserves to save it again. And
that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. You just said to come up with reserves to save it. They already have the reserves. So that, along with consistent 24-hour volume, they're consistently the number one crypto asset out there as far as daily volume. Beats
Right. But
anything, Bitcoin, everything else out there. So if they already have the reserves, not if they're going to have the reserves, they already have the reserves. How can you realistically think that?
I'm thinking it because we haven't seen anything this severe since 2017 with the overall crypto market. And at this point, they might be able to save it. But if something happens like I'm predicting, where there's a death spiral scenario, sorry, I was trying to go back to over to Tether here. You're seeing right here, it's got right. The market cap is 68. Right now over here, 68 trillion, right? And then there's a lot of volume, right? Hundreds, thousands, millions, 60 or 49 billion. Right? So $49 billion in volume. So, I mean, you could be right. They do. I'm not saying they don't have a significant amount of reserves. We can look up and see what the reserves are like, what they're disclosing. I'm just saying if it's this much pressure, like downward pressure with the overall market spiraling out of control, I just think there's a strong possibility. I think maybe others might agree. I'm not sure. But I think there's a strong possibility that we could see Tether depegging, even if it's just temporary. And if that happens, even if it's temporary, that's going to cause so much fear and uncertainty because they're going to be like, okay, here we go again. Here's another stable coin that's about to depeg, and it could create a nightmare scenario where there's even more fear in the market. So that's just my
No,
opinion
I
on it.
hear it. Yeah, no, and you guys, like we've always said, we're gonna have moments where Larry and I could agree to disagree. This is another example of that. I feel as though it would be more towards US double D stablecoin with what Tron has going on. That is consistently, you know, somewhat depegging, if you will. I mean, I think last I checked, it was like at 93, 94 cents. If I'm not mistaken. I'm
Yeah,
just going
that's
to
that
check that.
US double D. I'll make this prediction. So
No,
US
it's back up
double
to
D.
96 cents. So, but go ahead.
That's going to be the next one. US double D is going to go down. That's my prediction. It's going to be depegged. I'm not even worried about that because I've already decided that in my mind. I'm just talking about, yes, USDT has a strong possibility of doing it even temporary. And if that happens, it's gonna scare people. But I think USDD is a strong possibility of being the next one. I really do. I think it's going to depeg next.
So we just agreed to disagree on that one.
All right. So I disagree with you with these two stable. I think this is a plan. So I really do believe the government has an issue with stable coins. I think we could all agree on that. I think we definitely could agree. And I think this is a well-orchestrated plan to create uncertainty in the investment part, the portion of crypto that has to do with stable coins so they can come in and usher in regulation and at the same time figure out a way to replace them with something else, potentially, possibly a digital dollar, but that would be further down the road. First will come regulation, just my opinion on it. Fun to have these different views. I'm trying to go in here and just grab some more comments. There's a lot of comments, guys. We're behind. We're having a little bit of a good problem, like Max would say, because I'm trying hard to keep up with your comments. There's a lot. Okay. Let's see the Bitcoin chart. Okay, so Saj Ali says another big drop about to happen. Gotcha. Vivek, welcome. I haven't seen you here before. We're getting new people here. Thank you so much for being part
We
of
are
our
currently
family.
up to 250 current viewer not concurrent, but concurrent viewer. Yeah, concurrent, right? Yeah.
We should have
dropped
so
down to
much
240.
more. Yeah,
So
we should have so much more, guys. Please help us with
yeah, so
hitting the like button.
if you're just joining
Vivek,
us, this is the Max and Larry show. We're still talking about the hot topic of Bitcoin. Consider changing your avatar so we can learn more about you. But nonetheless, thank you for joining us at this time. I'm gonna kick it back to Larry.
Vivid Bagate. Sorry for not pronounce your name properly. 15K possible by Monday. There's a strong possibility. We are at 7. You guys are watching the Bitcoin chart. We're at 17,725. Sag, USDT is depegging. Tron is about to fail. Or he says fall. Well, it's going to fail. Is that what he said? No, he's saying it's fall. Okay. Let me read this again. USDDs. Pay attention. This is important. USDD is depegging. He's agreeing with me. Tron about to fall. Celsius about to fall. Celsius, I'm sorry, is going to fall down a fiery black hole. It's going to be done. It's going to turn into a honeypot. They won't let you trade anything. They won't let you get your coins out there.
Well, we agree on that
You're
one.
stuck.
We agree on that one. We both agree that
Celsius.
it's going to go away. Yeah.
Kawalja. I'm sorry, guys. I'm butchering your name here. I really am. Apologize. I don't want to be offensive to anyone because I can't pronounce your name. Shiraz Avery. Thank you so much. I like your avatar. It looks like, it looks like really cool, like and a logo of some sort. What is your idea about the Bitcoin bottom? Max, go ahead. What do you think? Where are we at? We're at the bottom.
Well, resistance line is one thing. Bottom is another. I'm still with you as far as rock bottom, which is maybe just temporary, seeing it for, I don't know, half a day, a few hours. I'm gonna go with you, Larry. I'm gonna say it's the 12K, but based on what we've seen here, um, man, I mean that whatever resistance line we thought we just had roughly an hour ago of the 18.1, that is already being smashed big time. So we're you have to make new points of resistance and so on. So yeah, I'm going with 12K. I mean, at this rate, think about it, guys. Come on, let's be real. This was literally at 20,000. Literally, what, 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
20,000. And within the last 2 days, it has basically gone down. Well, soon it's going to be another 3,000. We keep that up, yeah, 12K. That's realistic. And then, man, if it did go down to 12K by next week, let's say Friday of next week is down to 12K, then yeah, it would be really doom and gloom. Like as Larry would say, crypto meltdown, be like crypto apocalypse.
First, they told you that Bitcoin wasn't going below 30K, and I laughed. Then they told you Bitcoin wasn't going below 20K, and I laughed again. So look, stop listening to some of these people. Please stop listening. Listen to us. Participate with us. Okay, so AKS USDD is depegging since many days. TRX is still pumps. Thank you so much, AKS. Appreciate so very, very much that you're here with our crypto family. Ace Hole Crypto. I haven't seen you before, but thank you so much. He's got a cool avatar. Looks like a family. Gonna have my pet money throw a dart at the top 108 bin. Laugh out loud. Thank you for that. We need a little humor. Look, guys, we've got 265 people in here, 258. We've got the Bitcoin chart up here. Please, this is important. Watch this show. There's breaking news happening. You're watching live Bitcoin crashing. Okay, it's down now 14% in the last 24 hours. It's below 18,000. We're watching to see together as a family where we're going. I'm sorry if anybody's losing a lot of money right now, but this is important that you watch this show, and more importantly, help us by hitting the like button, because we've got to get people away from some of these people. I'm not going to say the words I'm coming up with, but stay away from people that don't know what they're talking about. Please do yourself a favor. It's your money and protect yourself. AKS, do your own research. No one has a clue about the Bitcoin bottom. Thank you very much. Tim Shea, Larry, have you ever been in a death spiral before? If so, how did you recover? Yes, I have. I've been part of the mortgage meltdown because I was part of that industry and it recovered. I did get out of the industry because I was done. I made my money in subprime and got out. I got out just in time, in fact. But where is the mortgage market today? It's recovered since 2008. So yes, I've been part of the meltdowns and they come back. In that one, Big Daddy government came in and bailed out the big banks, BOA, Bank of America, all these big ones they bailed out. But this time there's nobody here to bail out crypto. So we'll bail it out ourselves. Vivek, Bagaday, 15K possible by Monday. Isaac, Satoshi Kusama said, whoever that is, who is that? Which developer is that?
Head developer of Shiba Inu.
That's a Shiba Inu one? That's what he's calling himself these days?
He's the head honcho of Shiba Inu.
Well, he ought to come out with a real name, because at this point, I know they're coming out with a lot of catalysts, but I'd like to see him docs.
Yes, his real name is Vitalik Buterin.
Yeah, it could be. It might be. Let's come out with a real name. You're going to need
it. Yeah, that's the theory.
Satoshi Kusama, like I said, whoever the hell that is, because we don't know who the hell it is. I know he's the quote-unquote dev of Shiba Inu, but we don't know who the hell he is. That's the funny part about it. Okay.
There's another rumor. Hold on a second. There's another rumor that Ryoshi was Elon Musk, and that behind the scenes, well, there's a whole thing about like he makes this case like, yeah, there was this rich guy I got with, and he stated that he didn't want to be part of the project long term. He wanted to step away, and I don't know. There's some crazy theories, but yeah,
Yeah.
the other theory is Ryoshi, the guy that stepped away, is Elon Musk.
It's
Anyway.
fun to speculate. There's theories. I'm not going to say it on here about who developed Bitcoin. Okay, Satoshi Kusama said in the next coming weeks, things will come to fruition. Shibarium soon. It could really start the transfer of money. Okay, cool.
Hold on real quick, because I know you have a problem with the super chats, and I apologize, Michael Cornwell, because we had so many comments coming in. Like I said, good problems. My bad, Michael Cornwell. He did drop a $2 super chat, stating in the super chat 257 people watching it. It's now currently up to 269. Hopefully, we can hit our record high for the show, past 300.
Yes.
And guys, we can't thank you enough for that. That tells us that we're doing something right. You guys enjoy the content that you're seeing and so on. If you're brand new, you are tuned into the Max and Larry show. It is a daily show for Crypto Talk Now, and we are still talking about the hot topic of Bitcoin with the crash and so on. Where is the current resistance level? Have we already hit rock bottom? We don't think so. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Consider also changing your avatar to something that is part of like what you're into, your hobby, could be a family picture and so on. But back to you, Larry.
Guys, make sure you're paying attention. Look, pay attention to this show. You're watching history right now. First time since 2017. Look at what's going on with Bitcoin. You're watching a crash. You're witnessing what I'm calling the crypto market meltdown, right? AKA, I got that from the mortgage meltdown, right? The mortgage market meltdown. So I'm stealing that from that. I'm the one labeling it first. I've said to you all along, 12K is where Bitcoin is going before the end of the year, right? I said that back on June 2nd. Okay. I also told you Ethereum the other day is going to 850. I told you Bitcoin's going to fall soon below 30. It happened the same day. I told you Bitcoin's going to fall below 20,000. It happened 2 days later. No one believed me. Guys, pay attention to the show. We're making a difference. We're here. It's your money. Do your own research. Protect yourself. Pay attention. AKS, USDT is saved. It's ABC, whatever that means. I think he typed it wrong. 1-to-1 by fiat or commercial paper. USDT. Well, you know what? It's not algorithmic. It's not. But what kind of reserves are going to be there when we experience something we haven't experienced before? Something worse. It's going to be worse potentially than 2017. No one knows for sure what's going to happen with that type of pressure. What is going to happen? Are the reserves going to save it? That's the question. We don't know. Tim Shea, at this point, I am really looking forward to the bottom. Squishy, this is a funny one. Squishy the Squish Mellow. Thank you so much. Larry, you're too much of a downer, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate your sentiment and I appreciate your opinion. But actually, I'm actually very much an optimist. But I'm also, at the same time, I'm going to take this off the screen so you can see me in my eyes. I'm also a realist, and I'm not a BS artist when it comes to money. I might, embellish things and get excited about stuff, but this is your freaking money. Am I supposed to tell you that we're not down? Am I supposed to pretend that everything is sunshine and rainbows and blow smoke up your butt? Look at where we're at right now. We're down 14% on a freaking day on Bitcoin. The whole freaking look, the sky's not falling. The sky is not falling, but it's the truth.
I love your passion, my friend. I love how you just said smoke up your butt. We have a saying here in this household with the movie Major League. So when you just said smoke up your butt, it reminded me of that saying from that guy Pedro Serrano. There's that one guy, that pitcher, his name was Harris, and he reaches over to Joe Boo's whiskey drink. He looks to the left, he looks to the right, and he says, "Up your butt, Joe Boo," and he drinks it. That's what it reminded me of. Anyway.
Yeah, I like the one where he points out in the contract, the third baseman in that one. He says, "Look, right here." He points to his contract, right? He's like, he's got his contract. Look, right here. It says I don't have to dive, right in my contract. And the coach takes the contract, throws it on the ground, and pisses on it. That's the type of guy I am. I don't care what anybody else says. I'm telling you my opinion. All right, so there you go. I'm pissing on your contract. But I do value what you're saying. I'm valuing what you're saying. I do care about what you're saying. It's just that I'm not going to change my view just because you want me to. All right, so there you go. All right, so I lost all the comments. I'm going through holy hell. This is a good problem to have. Look,
good problems. Yes.
Super chat. I'm going to go with the super chats. Okay, I found somebody. Thank you. Finally, we found it. Michael Cornwell, 257 people watching. Please hit the like button. Stop watching stupid people on YouTube that don't know what the hell they're talking about. Watch this freaking show. Do yourselves a favor. It's your freaking money. Do your own damn research.
And
Thank you
speaking
so
of
much.
which, guys, shout out to Keith, a CVC, who just dropped a super chat as well. $10 super chat. He says, well, I'll let you say it. Go for it.
I got it up. Yeah, thank you so much, Keith. Watch people that are smart, like Keith from CBC. He's got a great project. Pay attention. He says, guys, get ready to see exchanges going bankrupt. You see? Pay attention. Keith is smart. Look, you guys have to see me because I have to have a little bit of an ego. Guys, get ready to see exchanges going bankrupt. Patches is still going to take a nap. No one's money is safe now. Patches doesn't have money. Ethereum will be liquidated. Holy crap. Okay, and crash. Okay, is he being doom and gloom or is he being realistic? Thank you very much. Be realistic. He's actually a very, very smart, intelligent man. Keith is smart, and he's also very positive. And crash causing everything is a death spiral. Holy cow, where'd you hear that? I said death spiral. Well, maybe he agrees. All right, so people are moving money back into their banks. You see? That's why I said a month ago it was dollar cost averaging into cash.
Maybe
Where
that's
are the
why
freaking people saying that Bitcoin wasn't going below 30,000? Better watch this freaking show.
Maybe that's why there was all of a sudden the introduction of the central bank digital currency coin, aka the digital dollar coin. Huh. That's interesting. Perfect timing, right? You ever wonder about that? Is it perfect timing, or were other people behind closed doors planning this out to begin with?
Guys, and thank you, Max. Thank you so much. Look, there's a plan here. Look, it's all connected. The government, the macroeconomy, everything is connected. The weather's freaking, everything affects the market, whether they want it to affect it or not. Look, crypto is not in its own little bubble. Unfortunately, I wish it was. We would all be much safer. We could just rely on our own independent well-being, like crypto's well-being, but it's not. It's dependent on every freaking thing in the world. Unfortunately, it is right now. It shouldn't be that way. It should be a hedge against inflation. Unfortunately, it just truly is not. I'm sorry, but it's not. I'm just telling you the truth. Why? Because I like to tell the truth. Okay, so look, here's the truth. It's down now 13.5%, 17,842, right? Johan's going crazy. He's trying to pull up more information. We're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. But, it could be a death spiral. It could not. I don't want to be like overly dramatic, but I have to do that because I got to get you to watch the show. If you got to stop watching stupid people on YouTube. You do. I'm sorry. I'm not the best YouTuber. Max is not the best YouTuber. Patches is not the best YouTuber, but we're actually right. Pay attention. Please pay attention to what Max is saying. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Patches is taking a nap. Okay, so here we are. So Max, let's go back. Talk to me more about the chart. We have the Bitcoin chart.
So you guys, like not that long ago, we were talking about how we broke, the support level, or in this case, resistance line. We said earlier, we were looking at basically, what was it? You said the 18,100 mark. And then I was like, oh, crap, look what happened earlier. We're going to have a new support level because that previous one broke. But look what happened. We regained towards that support level. We're not quite there, but you do see momentum going back to it. So it could very well go back to that. But at this point, to be honest, I'm not going to BS you. Neither is Larry. We're not going to say what rock bottom really, really is because nobody really knows. But if we had to make a prediction, I am leaning more towards this thing. I'm agree with Larry on this, that it could go down to 12K. And I'm going to stick with that.
Okay, thank you. Let's point out, and thank you very much to Andrew. Welcome back, Andrew. He says, thank you for the $10 super chat. He says, I disagree with CBC big time. Big time. He puts it in all big words because he's saying it very with a lot of conviction. He is the one that said Bitcoin will never go down to 20K. It will bounce back. Thank you for that, Andrew. We can have we can definitely agree with each other, right? So this is what it's about. Look, your best friend is the one that looks at you and tells you that your hat is crooked or whatever, your tie. I don't even know.
Right,
or,
exactly.
Look, you got to be honest with your friends here and tell them what the hell you think. Because if you don't tell somebody, they're going to go out and their hat's not going to look on straight. Maybe it's a bad analogy, but look, we got to tell you guys, if you're going to lose money or what's going on, what's good and bad, we have to point out the good, the bad, and the ugly, because that's being honest and truthful. That's what we do on the show here. Right, Max?
Right. And Keith at CVC, thank you again for the $10 super chat. And Andrew, thank you for your super chats. And all the other people from earlier, Thank you for the super chats. It shows us that you do support, you like the content, and so on. I will state this: we have 275 people concurrently watching as we speak. We're standing out and so on. It shows that again, you guys like the content and whatnot. We are still talking about the hot topic of Bitcoin currently breaking below that $20,000 mark that was just as short as 2 days ago. Currently speaking, it's at I've got to zoom in a little bit more. 17,772. We believe as though this thing could go down to 12K. Not necessarily in a week, but man, I'm thinking realistically it could be 14K, 13K, maybe by Friday of next week. So what do you think still?
It's hard to go off a week by week or minute by minute. I'm just going to be safe and say we're going to touch 12K. We're going to touch 12K for Bitcoin before the end of the year of 2022. And the real true bull run, the true blue bull run will not begin until February 14th, 2023, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Here's the thing, though, okay? I'm with you on that, and I hear you on that. I am going to disagree with you on this. I do realistically think that this thing could tank down to 13K by Friday of next week based on these levels. And because think about it, within the last 2 days, it's already tanked 3K. If we keep this up, your prediction of where it was in February of next year, at this rate, it would be like below $1,000, or not below $1,000, below like 5K, man. Which is insane.
And why do I make these predictions? I base them on the macroeconomic data that I'm looking at behind the scenes. I don't want to bore you guys by looking at the stock market because this is a crypto show, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of education mixed in. But we look at things. We're looking at the oil price now. We're looking at the gold price. We're looking at all this stuff, precious metals, everything, currency. We look at everything because it's all interconnected. We look at what the government says. Fed comes out with 75 basis points. We want to know about it. We got to see what the impact is because we don't live in a bubble. This is not the crypto bubble world. This is the real world. Like we're part of the real world now. Like the crypto should be taken seriously. And it has, unfortunately, it's affected by the other overall markets. I'm sorry I lost confidence. I'm sorry I lost my ability to figure out where we are in the chat. I guess it's a good problem to have. I have no clue. I have no confidence as to where we were.
How about this, my friend? We have gone from a low impact channel to good problems. The good problem channel. How about that? That'll be our new slogan.
It's a good problem to have to not be able to keep up with the chats. Shout out to Awesome Austin because he has this problem. He does a great job. He's a great YouTuber. Covers great things on his channel. I don't get a chance to watch him much anymore, but he's great. If you guys haven't checked him out, check him out. He has the same problem. He can't keep up with the comments, right? He can't keep up with it. So that's a good problem that we're having now. So thank you so much for that. So here we are. You know what? I'll just go. I'll just start reading the last comment. Just how about that? We'll look at the last comment. The Jin. The world cannot survive without Bitcoin. It would be the end of the world without it. That's a pretty dramatic statement.
Yeah, that is a pretty dramatic statement. That just totally changed our whole flow right there. So that's pretty bold. Yeah.
And thank you for that, guys. I'll try to keep up with the comments. You guys drop below the comments. I'm going to keep up with them. Let's go back to them. Daniel DeCastro. Hopefully I'm saying your last name right because, look, the most beautiful name. I'm sorry, I screwed it up. The most beautiful word in any language is someone's first name. That's the first thing I learned, okay, in sales and marketing. Number two, the second most beautiful name is their last name. So look, Daniel DeCastro, I hope I'm saying it right. He says Dogecoin is still at 5 cents. I said a couple weeks ago,
what is up with
5,
that?
not anymore.
I'm glad that somebody pointed that out on our show. So shout out to you, Daniel DeCastro. That is something else that while Bitcoin and all these other things are tanking something fierce, that Dogecoin is still somehow able to stay where they're at. Let's look at. Well, I'm gonna look into it real quick. You don't have to change the chart, but I'm gonna look into it real quick. So yes, it is down about 12%. It drops slightly, so it's at 4 cents 997. I do see the volume though was up 30%. So that's probably what's going on. Is that they're just having so much intake of volume and it's kind of holding that level, if you will. But it would be interesting to see how Dogecoin does by tomorrow if we see the overall market continue to tank like it has been. But yeah, this 5 cent level realistically is probably going to go down soon, mainly because of that's just how it's been going with everything.
Mac Crypto, if Bitcoin touches 12,000, it will be very close to declare liquidation and the sky will fall. Look, guys, I have to apologize because I've been researching so much. I've been not sleeping at all. I've been taking power naps for like 2 hours a day now. That's it.
Yeah, you and me
Because I'm
both,
doing
man.
all this stuff. We're researching to make the show better with technology. That's why we have our program manager here. And also, we are doing a lot of research on other markets just besides crypto because it's all interconnected. So look, when I get sharper, I'm going to come with fire. I'm going to spit hot fire, or whatever they say. There's going to be a lot more content. You're even going to see technical analysis. I know I rag on technical analysis. We can come in with technical analysis. If people want to see that, we're going to give you what you want. You're going to look, I'm going on very little sleep, and Max is going on very little sleep. He's making tons of videos, investing in learning new softwares for thumbnails, all kinds of crazy stuff. Once we come with more content, real fire, you guys are going to see this channel go to 500 concurrents at a time because we're taking no prisoners. Okay, so I got to read this stuff. All right, so Daniel Ramirez, thank you for that. I hope I'm saying your last name. I think I'm saying it right. Can ETH hit lower than 750? Absolutely. Now that what's going on with Bitcoin, look what's going on.
Yep, absolutely.
Ricky, Bitcoin, the U.S. government is auctioning seized crypto. Really? Elites are buying and immediately selling. Thank you for this insight, Ricky. Driving the price down. How come the normal citizens are not allowed to partake in this auction? I like the word partake. It reminds me of behoove because you want to know why? It doesn't behoove the government to let you have it. That's why you're the little guy. That's why.
And not only that, we don't have their the passphrase or whatever. It's kind of like the example of the guy is like, oh my gosh, I invested in Bitcoin back in, 2010, 2011, and I have $10 million worth, and then he can't do nothing with it. Why? Because he never wrote down his original passphrase. And he has no access to it. It's kind of like, staring at the beautiful gold bullions stacked on top of each other like a pyramid, and you're looking through it, and you can see it, and it's behind like a bunch of bars and so on, and you just like, I can look at it, but I can't touch it, I can't do nothing with it. So I think there's a lot of that going on.
Well, thank you for that. Saj Ali, NFTs are, I'm not sure. Iron Lux Trader, definitely not dollar cost averaging into a knife. You're catching a freaking falling knife right now. Be careful what you're doing. Be careful. We don't know where the bottom is. That's the point. Nobody knows. Not even Michael freaking Saylor knows where the bottom is right now. I don't know what he's thinking right now. He's probably, well, I don't know. Guys like that don't get scared. They don't get scared. They know this stuff. They know, but nobody knows the bottom. They know what the market does to people, but they don't know where the bottom is. Look, Garrett Vera says, I never use stablecoins. I don't use them either. Everybody laughed at me. That's another thing I said. I don't like stablecoins. Oh, I don't need to get 10 or 12% on my stablecoin. I can get that in the stock market. Why would I'm here for crypto. I can't get out of bed for 10 or 12%. I can't get out for that. Garrett says, I never use stablecoins. I always cash out to my bank. Okay, Mac, crypto. As I said earlier, Bitcoin was a test project. After Bitcoin crash, all the central banks are coming with their own coin. Links, Eurocoin, and USD, and Australia coin, and then an Arabic coin, all kinds of crazy stuff. You might be right. Mac Crypto, it's not going away, though. Crypto's not going away. Mac Crypto, all the banks will start giving you digital wallet. Yes, they will at some point. No, Bert. Okay. The amount of perpetual gamblers that crypto has created is detestable. It's disgusting, she's saying, if she's a real lady. Okay. I think that's really you. I'm not sure because your name is No Bert, so I'm not sure if that's you, but appreciate you being here. I'm a Las Vegas native, and I can see the signs, but most crypto bros need help and are in denial. It's a sickness. Yes, there's a lot of gamblers in this space. Mac Crypto, things are changing behind the scenes. It's going to get very fine. It's going to be hard to cut a catching knife. I think you're saying buy Fedor, buying now will be still good. You get a good project, hold long term. Legrand Commission, thank you so much. $2 donation, weekly chart. will close lower, more down movement. We are definitely trending down right now. Right now we have the 1 minute chart up for Bitcoin, because you know what? We turned it into a Bitcoin channel. Why? Because that's what's happening right now. We bring you the cutting edge news. I don't want to come here and talk about crappy dog Inu right now. I want to talk about Bitcoin. We don't always do that, but that's what
right. He's literally wearing the hat. He's talking about what's on his hat.
Let me just tell you something. If you ever see somebody wear this hat every day, they copied me. If you ever see somebody wear or have a dog in their chart, if there's a dog in front of a live chart, it's not live yet. It will be soon. They copied this channel. They copied this network. They copy us. Why? Because imitation is the highest form of flattery. So they can copy us. It's fine, but we were first.
And if you ever see a guy wearing a green shirt with a head floating around, you will also know that was copied. Shout out to Michael Cornwell.
They're going to copy him. They're going to copy the freaking head floating around on the screen. They're going to copy what Max is doing because nobody else does this type of crap. Why do we do it? To get your attention. Coochie boy. Ha ha. I have not lost a single coin in this crypto crash. Fedora. Really? Not everyone has the luxury. Sometimes you have to buy a certain project. You have to grab ETH or USDT. That's true. You have to get into the project. You got to get in those. Fedora. Not everyone has the luxury. All right. Sorry. I read that twice. All right. So, well, I guess we've reached the bottom. Michael Saylor on his yacht without worries. Of course he's on his yacht. He doesn't worry about it. And guess what? He has a freaking whole team of researchers, a whole investment team. And not only that, he has bots and what I don't even know what he probably has some kind of AI that trades. Oh, look at that. I'm looking out the window. There's a deer out there. I'm sorry, guys. I can't pronounce your name. Badir. So front. Is ETH 2.0 killing Ethereum and Bitcoin? Hence, see other crypto winters. We will be okay. So, thank you for that. We had a technical issue there. Let's bring Patches back up. Crap
that was
coins.
Kind of funny though.
Crap coins and NFTs will fail completely. People need to invest in projects with real world utility. Yes, like the ones in the metaverse with real utility. I'm personally investing in ISO 20022 coins. Good for you. Multi-chain projects like DOT and Oracle coins. Thank you for that. You're a smart guy. Ricky, see y'all tonight. Great 2-hour show today. Thank you. We're almost at 2 hours.
Thanks, Ricky. You always appreciate it, man.
Johan, how many likes do we have on this? Well, he's going to pull it up in a second. We're going to see how many likes we got. All right. How much?
We have 96.
We only have 95?
Yeah, come on, guys. Let's get us over the 100 mark.
This channel is being suppressed. Okay, look. We are on 3 different platforms, and tonight we're going to be on Facebook. So that's going to make 4. So it doesn't even matter. All right. So we're going to put together charts and graphs to show you the audience. But this channel help us, guys. We're being suppressed. Please, we have to have at least 100 likes. We have 251 people here. Oh, Clown Coin. Welcome back, Clown Coin. I remember you guys. You gave me $2 before, or Max and I guess. And then YouTube took 30%. All right, clowns. At least we have a laugh while the market bombs. Yes, we need to laugh. Guys, get outside. Spend time with your family. Go out on your boat. Whatever you need to do. Take a vacation. Take a break from the chart. Look, Coochie Boy. Hit that like button. It's just some crazy people like me never take vacations. And we don't go outside. All right. So, I go outside. But Ricky, hit the thumbs up. All right. Look, we're going to go to the 2-hour mark and see where we're at if we get 100 or not. Michael Saylor doesn't like the show, apparently. I don't know who doesn't like it. Elon Musk likes it. Ace Whole Crypto. Interesting. Kishimoto is the motto. Are you serious? You're talking about Kishimoto, you do? Okay. Thank you for that. Well, we're looking at Bitcoin, but I appreciate you being here. And here we are. Are they going to go away, Max? Is there going to be a lot of coins that are going to go away? Tokens?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Well, it's fortunate and unfortunate. I mean, there's some that do have a low market cap. They're legitimate projects, especially the ones that are like focused in DeFi and so on. What I was going to state this is, hey, how about this, guys? Take a look at Patches. Patches literally represents the level of resistance of Bitcoin.
Patches is going to get a little bit better. We're going to need Patches to train him. He's going to start he's going to show you the line of resistance with his tail. If we get him to bring up his tail at a level that's like this, horizontal, you'll be able to see where the line of resistance is. Why? Because he's just as good as some of these other freaking YouTubers that think they know technical analysis. If they did, they would be sitting in a back room trading, making millions of dollars. So he
You
can have a
think I'm
tail there.
joking though? You think I'm joking? If you look at him and then you go to KuCoin, he actually literally represents the current graph, which is hilarious.
It's funny. Yeah. Soon it's going to be a live graph and chart and crypto bubbles and all kinds of fun stuff. And people are going to start wanting to advertise here if they don't, lose their shirt and go totally out of the market. There's going to be advertisers here, but we'll still be here. It don't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if Bitcoin goes to $100. We're still going to be here. Why? Because we can afford to be here.
Yeah, we're
Because
still
we
going to
wanna
be here, and we're not going to be chasing anybody.
Right. Okay. Thank you for that. Let's see here. Oh, there's some good comments in here, guys. We're going to go a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. We're at 250 people. Where do you see more potential? Engine, Mana, or Sandbox? Enjoyable lifestyle. Thank you so much. Enjoy your lifestyle. It's a beautiful avatar. You're enjoying your lifestyle. I'm looking right out at the deer way down out there. There's a deer actually way back there. It's beautiful out there outside. I'll go outside later.
Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah, please.
All right. So in regards to those three, here's the thing. All right. I know you want a quick answer, but I will state this much. I am kind of leaning more towards Sandbox, and the reason why I'm doing that is based on this. Don't focus so much on putting all your eggs in one basket based on the metaverse platforms or the play to earns that have like the best graphics and so on. At the end of the day, there's a fine medium between good graphics and what? Great gameplay or great user operability. The ones that are going to get it figured out that will hit both of those key things are the ones that are going to come out on top. Hopefully, I'm rooting for Shiba Inu to be that. If they can get one where it's just they're the standout platform in the metaverse, where they're getting the most amount of daily consistent users visiting their platform, then I really, really think that that's going to help them moving forward and be able to stand out as the main metaverse platform. Now, as far as these three, if I have to pick one, I'm leaning more towards Sandbox, but I'm not saying necessarily that Mana is a bad thing or anything like that. I realize Engine's not necessarily, focused on a game or, play to earn and stuff like that, like a metaverse, if you will. It's more like the, it's a little bit different from those two, but Mana, I don't know. They need to really revamp everything they got going. I'm not shooting it down or anything, but yeah, I'm gonna pick Sandbox out of those three.
Out of those three, I'm taking Engine because of the technology that they have. They can use that technology, other projects can, and build with Engine's technology. That's my choice there. Coochie Boy says, did I mention I have not lost a single coin in the crypto crash? Yes, you did. And you're being really, really super, 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 super. What's the word for it? He's being super, not narcissistic. He's got a big ego right now. We appreciate that because I like the boldness. Garrett says, Volt Inu sucks. Thank you for that. That's your opinion. We do appreciate all those that are invested in Volt, but you know what? We also appreciate your opinion. All right. Johan, please look this up. Crypto King. Is this the Crypto King YouTuber? Let us know. He's going to check him out. Check out this guy here, Crypto King. Let us know if he's a YouTuber. This is good for the market because all the crap projects won't be around. Yes, that's part of the good things. We got to look at the good stuff, right? Because you know what? Because everyone's going to say I'm doom and gloom. I'm going to say, look, it's your freaking money. I'm trying to save you from yourselves. I'm trying to save you guys. You don't want to come on there and say with these different people saying everything is, roses and stuff like that. You got to be real. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm a positive person, but I also am a real person. I got to save you guys. I'm here to save you from yourselves sometimes. And Max, maybe. Okay, he's not the same Crypto King I was thinking of, but anyway, he's important because he's here and part of our family. Okay, Matt Crypto. XRP will be the one going parabolic. What say you, Max?
Absolutely. 100%. I truly believe that. Not financial advice, but that's the way I look at it. I have been saying to myself daily for me to keep a close eye on XRP and when will it hit rock bottom. I don't personally know, but I'm glad I didn't pick up a big bag like I was originally going to when it was around 60 cents. I'm glad I was more patient about it. Currently speaking, it has dropped below 30 cents. It's at 29 cents as we speak. but man, it might go back up to 30. You know, it's one of those things. But yes, I do believe it's one of those crypto assets that's going to hit $10 with a moment's notice, if you will. And then long term, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it went up to like $100 a coin. When this SEC thing ends, which I truly believe is going to end no later than March of 2023, we will have been glad that we loaded up on XRP during these times, because that is when generational wealth is created. And of course, there's other ways to make generational wealth, not just an XRP, but it's going to be the standout player for 2023. I truly believe that full-heartedly. And yeah, I need to get a position because I still don't. But again, I'm just being a little bit more greedy on waiting for that to drop down a little bit more before I can have a bigger bag for XRP.
Thank you for that, guys. The big news of the day, we're going to wrap it up here. Now, Bitcoin just crossed over 18,000 again. I'm losing people here. We're losing people here. So guess what's going to happen? We're going to wrap things up because I'm not getting excited anymore because there's less than 200 people in here. There's only 165. There should be at least 1,600 people here. And there will be someday, I can promise you that, because we're going to kill ourselves.
I can promise you that too.
Yeah,
we made a statement today. We almost hit record highs. So if we're able to do things like that, it shows that you guys appreciate the content. But I know that Larry's wanting to wrap it up. I'll kick it back over to him for the closing statements. Thank you, everybody.
Right. Listen, pay attention. You have to watch us tonight. You have to watch us because you need to stay close. You have to stay close to us, guys, because we're going to be real. We're going to tell you what's going on in the market. Bitcoin is crashing. Maybe it'll rebound by 9 p.m. I don't know. Come back and find out. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the big show, the Max and Larry Show. Take care until then. We'll see you. Be safe, and we'll see you tonight. Thank you.
Over and out, everybody. Take it easy.